Hey, hey, yeah, hey, Tyler King, yeah. They say kill it, I ain't got. Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? I'm checking back in once again. Now, I don't know if y'all know, today, well, yesterday I put out a video because, I said I was going to drop every day, but I made a mistake and left something in there that I wasn't supposed to. Unknowingly, it's just a lot when I be trying to go from vid to vid and still, you know what I'm saying, scream every night. And by the way, if y'all don't know, I am going to be screaming every night as well. Or at least as frequent as possible. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to give out a every night thing because that's just too much consistency for even somebody like me, which is kind of crazy, but you got to be realistic with yourself. But today we're doing another reaction video. Now, the name title of the video is Delusional Modern Women Getting Humble. Now, I do want to say this before I do start the video. I am not in any form, shape, or whatever. I don't promote the ideal of downing women at all. But sometimes now, y'all women be saying some of the most outlandish things. And y'all know that. The bros know that. You know what I'm saying? All the guys know it. We all know it. So it's like y'all gotta be better, man. Gotta be better. High value women, man. But I'm a boy's girl. I think that's how the phrasing go now. I'm willing to fight for y'all all day, but y'all can't be stepping outside y'all box like that. If you get what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna talk too much. Let's get into this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I think we just hit 115 subscribers, which kudos to y'all. Thank y'all for getting me there. I got the goal of 200. If we can slowly but for surely get to that goal, and I definitely be very much appreciative of it. But I ain't gonna talk too much, man. Let's get into the video.
I love men. Like, I think men are the coolest, but I don't need them to survive.
You do actually need men to survive, and here's why. Everything that you see around you was built and created and maintained.
We start
by
off
men.
in a crazy
Everything.
way, though.
The infrastructure in this country, in every single country in the world, is built, created, and maintained by good,
They look like they want to
honest,
rebuttal so
hardworking men that
bad,
just
but
wanna
it's
provide for
like
their family.
gotta-
Everything, the roads
gotta
you
be
drive on,
real.
the buildings you live in.
The
You
cars.
guys think all sports should be gender neutral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I just think it's fair. I don't know.
Do you think it's fair to have
Hold on, okay. Like I say, it's a 7-minute video, so this should be quick, no matter how I swing it. But what's y'all take on that? Cause I don't. Why would y'all want sports to be gender neutral? That kicks out women a good majority of the time. I'm not gonna lie. You should not want it to be like that. This is what I mean by when y'all be kind of stepping out of y'all place a little bit. I ain't gonna say y'all place. Excuse the language with that one. But more so no, we're gonna use placement. We're gonna say y'all placement. Cause I mean, if you're not stopping a man from competing in y'all Olympics, or if you're not stopping a man from you know what I'm saying, competing in what y'all seem to be equal in, as far as women go, then what do y'all have, honestly? You gotta make this make
boxing
sense.
gender
And I
neutral?
know all y'all women don't think like that.
Yeah. I don't want to see why not.
I think a girl can kick a guy's ass and a guy
I
can kick a
agree.
girl's ass for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
For sure.
Why?
I just think that a girl could definitely do it.
Huh.
Think again.
Well, that shows a lot right there. Genetically speaking, obviously, men are, you know. Man, he ain't got to do all that to her, though. Come on, you could have gracefully worn that.
And 6. It has nothing to do with your background. I don't think you really have the highest EQ out of all of us. Not taking in other people's point of views and compiling
Judging
results. But it really just came
IQ
down
and
to his
saying
body
EQ.
language, his demeanor, the way he carried himself, the way he acted towards the group. Me, I don't know. PhD, cancer biology scientist. I work in a biotech company. We make 19 testing kits.
Number 3 will be Tyler.
and number 4 would be Shada. Number 5 is Sean, and number 6 is
Why is
She
Ms.
the
Miller
dumbest
saying you're
out of
not
all of
Zaylee's
them.
father?
Your Honor, I believe it's just out of pure hatred. She just doesn't want me to have visitation. I drive 160 miles every other
W
weekend
dad
just to
right
pick
there,
up my
man. That's a
daughter and
W
drop her
dad.
off.
He loves his daughter, but you don't want him to have the visitation. Is that true?
W
Yes, Your Honor.
dad.
Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father.
Whoa, whoa.
Miss Miller.
Shouty. Hold on. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen this clip before. A few of these are definitely old, but why are you so excited that this man that's been making the effort, even had he, you know what I'm saying, even if he didn't know that it was his kid or not, why are you so happy that she said that it's not his kid? What are y'all, I need y'all to help me understand this down below, G. What do people get out of this, though? It's not to say that I don't understand, but I just want to see what y'all thinking about this, you know, just to see if we on the same page. If we on the same page, you know what I'm saying, drop down. I understand, Ty. Come on now. But, so you rather have a stranger, another guy that your daughter don't know. In this case, I believe she does have a daughter, if I remember this correctly. So a man, another man taking care of your daughter that your daughter don't know. But here we go, a man that's been taking care of your daughter, driving over 160 miles for your funky ass. Excuse me, phrase. For your funky ass and your beautiful daughter. Kids don't deserve that type of slander, but it's diabolical to me.
Be respectful.
Sorry.
Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
Happy. And you
That's
ain't,
a lot
she
of
don't
nerve
even look like
considering
all
the
that, too.
alternative
That's
is
the
somebody
crazy
that
part.
don't
Like,
want
you doing-
nothing to do with you or your child. You just showed me where your priorities were right there.
I'm sorry.
Because I held out hope
Okay.
that you weren't just acting a fool because you so mad at him because he cheated on you that you would cheat your child out of a father. But that cheering you did, what you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me on my child. What you cheering for?
How much would you
Oh,
pay to
and I actually don't think that people understand how that can scar your kid in the long run. Having your kid get accustomed to multiple people or having somebody there and then taking them away. It's just like with the, you know, well, I ain't gonna get into that because that's not my business to tell, but it's like, I never understood how women know that the fathers want to be a dad, and then y'all make it y'all mission to discredit them or take away something that makes them happy. I never understood that. Like that makes no sense to me.
How much would I pay to have sex with both of you?
Yeah.
Individually or at the same time?
At the same time.
I wouldn't do that. I have a lovely girlfriend.
Please.
Oh, you walking away?
What if you didn't have a girlfriend?
If I didn't have a girlfriend, I probably wouldn't pay any amount of money.
But then we wouldn't fuck you.
Yeah, that's okay. What movie do you wish was porn?
Folks
Yeah.
really
Poseidon.
think.
Poseidon? Is that a
Oh,
movie?
really think they
I've never
box
seen
really
Poseidon.
like
Is this
that?
a-
G, y'all.
I'm not educated?
Come on, G.
Oh, I'm
Cat
sorry. You just
everywhere,
asked me how
G. I'm
much
be real.
I would pay to fuck you, and you're like, you need to read.
And said, Chase, would you rather?
Cat is everywhere, big dog. I just, that's the thing I think women keep you know, seem to forget. Gee, y'all may think that the parents have to always come with it. Gee, I done heard somebody say that they had to slay some dragons to get to the prison. Gee, look, you do what you gotta do until you can get to where you need to be or wanna be. That's just crazy. Gee, you ain't got the only cat in the world, G. God just stopped making women when you was born. That's the crazy part.
Either smash the hottest trans woman in the world or the oldest woman in the world? Honestly, bro, the oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be gay. Are you like, Chase, how dare you be transphobic?
Yes, actually, what the f do you
What?
mean?
As
Don't
if I
understand.
had-
Whoa. I know she ain't finna say and do what I think she finna do. What man? And drop down below, guys, come on, now, drop down below now. I know y'all ain't taking the trans over the oldest woman in the world, G. Why do she think that this is okay?
Sex with a trans woman, I'd be having sex with a biological man. I don't want to do that. Because I'd be gay if I had sex with a biological man.
That's not gay.
That's
And
gay.
I don't even catch you at the f actually.
How is that not zesty, though?
She's right. I mean, that's really
She got a
helpful,
dick.
bro.
She's
Excuse
not.
my
You'd
language. It has a
technically be
penis.
homosexual. A trans woman is a biological man. Sue me. It's true.
The man of God doesn't judge a Christian
You know what God said?
Okay, let's go and get one thing understood, and I think he finna say the exact same thing I'm saying. G, I hate when people do this, when they bring the religion thing into it. Sometimes y'all be doing, people fit, if y'all ever notice that people try to fit religion into what they trying to say, like that, it'll be some of the most outlandish things, and then they'll throw God in there some way, somehow. Like, gee, if you want to be technical, in the Bible, and that's if you're Christian, of course. If you're not, then this means absolutely nothing to you. But you don't supposed to be with the same gender, G. Technically, and I'm not, and I don't know this for a fact, but if I'm not mistaken, trans people can't even have kids, and it's not even the fact of the kids. Gee, it's two genders, man and woman, and maybe you do get that exception in there some way, somehow. Maybe a chromosome got added or taken away. However that works. All I know is, there's nothing wrong with what this man's saying right now.
It said he made them man and women.
One
Who
or two.
knew that stating biological
And why would it
facts
matter
was
that you had a trans friend?
Lived in a matriarchal society
Makes
that was
no
run by
sense.
women. What would the man's role become?
The hard workers, and we'd be the bitches at home.
Isn't that exactly what we have right now?
Yeah, you're right.
So why would a
She caught herself in
matriarchy
it.
be any better than a patriarchy if that's exactly what we have right now?
Okay, sorry, I contradicted your question. Too many tequila shots.
I feel like the opposite would literally happen. You know, women would end up, bringing in all the bread, working all the time, and then it would be the men that were at home taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning.
But do you think women want to do all those dangerous, dirty jobs that are typically done by men?
No, I can absolutely say they will not.
So then wouldn't the man's role pretty much stay the same as doing all the hard labor jobs?
Honestly, yeah, and then it would just add fuel to the fire because it'd be, as a man, not only do they have to go, do all the working and stuff, they also have a wife that's at home not taking care of the children, not cooking, not cleaning. So then at that point, it's just like, why do you even have a wife?
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that it's women out here that recognize you, that realize that y'all don't be. I'm not gonna say y'all, because not all women. It's not all women. There's a lot of women out here that's willing to take care of they responsibilities as wives and girlfriends. G. So to that standpoint, we're just gonna move along.
Easily rather be with a man with an unwashed ass than a man who calls coffee a cup of joe.
You have 5 new messages from Mom. Did you get the porridge cream? Homo cream. Hemorrhoid cream. Don't laugh at me. Never mind, I hope you die.
Tough shit. You're a man. Get your shit together,
Marriage actually has like no benefits for men at all.
Yeah, but I would say like I don't care. Like you're a man. That's your duty. That's how you add and provide value to society.
Provide
That's
value.
how
a
you
lot of
add
guys
and
get bullied.
provide.
A lot of guys get bullied into marriage. Yes.
I'm not being a dick about it, but I'm just saying like you're a man.
Yeah.
Like it sucks. I would never I would never want to be a man, but that's your duty to provide marriage to a woman that's of value. I'm not saying you have to like marry one of these girls that are out here twerking to Cardi B WAP in front of an Olive Garden or anything.
I just want to point something out real quick that I noticed maybe that y'all have. Maybe y'all picked up on it. She said girls, and then she said women. Now tap into the podcast, G. I got the description down below. Episode coming soon. I mean, we are having an exact conversation about that, and it ain't just women. Like I say, it's gonna be boys versus men, and girls versus women. It's not necessarily saying a versus where we gonna debate back and forth. It's just a difference. We have to establish a difference that is obvious, but a lot of people seem to always step up.
But I am saying that it's like it's your duty in order to, further society.
Yeah. So question for you, since you're obviously very aware of the risks that men take in marriage, right? And knowing that, 80% of the divorce initiated by women, men lose half their money, alimony, 90% of it is paid for men to women, and there's a higher than 95% chance you're not going to see your children because women overwhelmingly win child custody battles. Is it fair for a guy to want to date a girl that doesn't have that much of a past to mitigate risk?
No, I would say
wouldn't that be smart?
Like for one, if it was my son, no, I don't want him to date a woman that has like a ridiculous, weird past where she's like thinks Cardi B is a cool person and she's like, oh, I'm doing this. Like, look, but whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like that's one. No, you don't as a man deserve that. But I am saying at the same time, it's like that's
your role.
That's your job. That's
She
your
kind
job
of
as a man.
dumbfounded right now. Like she's stumped.
I can't sit here and tell you like, okay, yeah. Also the marriage rates, like if you're gonna come here and say like, oh, 50% of people get divorced. That's not true. That's very much like
It's actually higher. She's
I'm trying to
right.
get myself canceled, but that's a specific media, right? That's feeding you this information that wants you to believe that because they don't want you to get married. Because when you get married, you are, you know, making a strong marriage is a very good thing. So I hope that on.
I agree with what she's saying that marriage is a good thing, but a lot of people get married to the wrong people. A lot of people actually do that. It's that one. So she's wrong. People actually do get divorced more frequent nowadays, and it is within a certain age, you know, as well, because you know older folks they'll stick through it, whatever. But them young folks after a while they like hell, no, I ain't doing it no more.
On this podcast, if you're talking to these men, I really hope that you're telling them to aspire to marriage.
Hell no. We tell them don't get married.
Exactly, but you're feeding into like a very feminist, like, you know, way of thinking.
Here's the thing.
It's very
Feminism-
No, I ain't gonna lie, that's just diabolical. What's y'all take on marriage? Drop down below what y'all think about that, man, because he got a valid point. And women do typically initiate it, of course, and they do end up taking, realistically, it's more than half. They get the house, they end up getting the car, they definitely get the kids. And all of this stuff is just stacked against you because then you finna come behind and pay for all that. As a man, it's like they make it hard, very much hard. Is why men sometimes can't get ahead. Now, I'm not to say that when men don't do it to themselves sometimes. Truthfully, they do, but it's a lot of folks out nowadays. I don't think that necessarily fits the narrative. You know, like women just be bored. Like, you know, they don't like the idea. I say women love the ideal of chaos, and I'm probably not the only one who think that. But that's not the point. Appreciate y'all for tuning in with me once again, man. Like I say, we are dropping every single day. Just be looking forward. Turn on like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I've been forgetting to say that. Please. You know what I'm saying? Just lock in. Like I say, every time you see me do a reaction, it's gonna get better. And when I feel like I mastered reactions, we gonna move on to something better. We gonna move on to better content. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm start getting way more creative. I just think this is a way for me to feel comfortable and being consistent. But I'm gonna be dropping, you know. Eventually I want to get to where I'm dropping probably more than once a day. And if y'all, you know what I'm saying, if y'all rock with your boy, just drop it down below, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another video, and peace.
Everything going, I act a fool when I go and perform, but I'm trying.